Today's a new day.
My name is Kara with Bluesfest and World Gospel Jam, and this is Kirk Franklin, the one and only.
Hello.
Weird.
Hello.
I like you. Kirk.
Did you see the thing fell off? She called me weird and it fell off. No. Let's keep going because I'm a professional.
Yes, sure, acting like one too.
How are you?
Welcome to Ottawa.
I'm glad to be here.
First time here.
First time here.
Very cool. Well, I was saying earlier, I want to kind of do a Barbara Walters on you here.
Okay.
And I'm not going to ask you about your CD.
You want to make me cry?
I hope so.
Okay.
It's going to be quick. But basically, I wanted to ask you. I know
She wants a quick cry. She says it's going to be quick.
It's going to be like
it's
this.
Be a quick cry. Okay, go.
We good?
Yes.
Okay. Well, actually, I know your story, most of it, what you publicly talk about, your testimony.
Yeah.
And I know you were raised by your aunt. What was that like?
Great
Your
aunt.
great aunt.
Great. Yeah.
What was that like?
As hard as it was to say it, I was 4 when she adopted me and she was 64. So, it was very difficult. I didn't have a lot of friends and I was her only child. And so, the age difference was very difficult. But, she was the foundation of my understanding and my introduction to Christ as a kid, and she was a very firm, passionate, believing woman in her faith, and she passed that on to me. She gave that to me, which was one of the greatest gifts that I could have ever received.
And is there a major lesson other than that you will never forget her for?
That is so much of my DNA. That really is the greatest thing that she could have ever done.
Mm-hmm.
Even outside of giving me her last name, to put me in a position to be adopted twice.
Mm-hmm. That's the secret.
Adopted twice. I am.
Well, awesome. Well, I know that when you married your wife Tammy, you each had a child already.
Yes.
Carrion and Carrington.
Yes.
Which, is that a coincidence, by the way, that the names were so similar? You guys were friends before you got married.
Well, we met once in 1988. She didn't have a child yet. I had a 2 or 3 month old son, and we didn't see or talk to each other again for 4 years. Mm. And so we hung out for 4 weeks after that, and we didn't see each other and talk and hang out again for another 3 years.
Wow. Now, with your testimony, though, when you growing up, were you familiar with the term generational sin? Like, is that something that was on your mind where you're like, I'm going to make sure that I'm the best father that I possibly could be?
No, and didn't even know that I was in this cycle of the men in my life that were never faithful in their relationships or did not pass the baton right on sex and marriage and integrity and character and Christ-likeness, or being transformed by the renewing of your mind, and all the important tools that I think young people need, especially young men, and especially young African-American men in America. So, there were a lot of things I had to learn through very difficult lessons.
We were actually talking about that earlier today. We were talking about how there's a lot of, it's the father a lot of the time that's the one. And
it should be, I believe. I believe that, as a Christian, I believe that, that the text is very clear on the role of the male and his covering and his being the fundamental person that lays down that big slab of cement. Mm-hmm. And whatever we build upon that, it's got to be dry and it's got to be firm and solid.
So going back then to you with Carrion and Tammy with Carrington, what advice can you give to combining families?
Oh, man, I would say that you always have to remember that you're not just marrying that lady, that you're marrying her children, and that your engagement and your involvement should be as equally in detailed with those kids as it is with that woman, because you are taking a responsibility that is a lot deeper and bigger than you ever even imagined.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, I just want to wrap up. What's next for you, Kirk?
I have no idea what's next for me.
Ride with Hello Fear?
Yeah, well, I'm just going to ride with the Lord every day, man, one day at a time, and see what he wants his boy to do, because I have no idea what he's doing.
That's exciting.
I have to remember that he loves me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, your testimony is an impact to people, so appreciate you sharing it. Appreciate you being here for Bluesfest. First time in Ottawa.
Thank you for listening.
Kirk Franklin.
Oh, wait.
Gotta finish it the way we started.
Because can't nobody take that from you. I see you. Smile.